All right, guys, so we're about to get started. First thing we're doing a program like this is getting your assets. So the things we're going to be working with, invariably the pictures and the audio. For the audio files, I'm going to be getting some audio of Piotr Gabrowski's Frizak. You can use any sample set and I'll show you how to do that. Also, you can download like sound files online for various instruments and you can use them with your organ too. So for me, I do have my softwares, my sample sets here. So usually when you download a sample set for Upwork, you'd see stuff like this. It's usually like a zip file. So first thing you want to do is unzip it. So you just click extract here. I've already extracted mine and that's why I have this here. So you can see these two files. The one we are interested in is this package file. So like I was saying, our assets, so in Upwork terms, I guess they call it package. So when you open the organ installation package, you can now see all of the stops, including all of the images, the noise, that's the blower noise and all that. So you can see even the enclosure noise, the tremulance noise and things like that. We're going to be working with the Principle 8. So what I'm going to do first is open that Principle 8 folder. When I open the Principle 8 folder, you see it has 4 different directories. The first one is for the attack. So one attack, and it has 4 different releases, 0, 1, 2, 3. Those are the release. So after you take your hands off the notes, the reverb invariably. We're just interested in the attack, so we'll copy this A0. I'll copy it and I would come to where I have my apps. This is the one I've done, so I'll be building a new one from scratch with everybody. And in there we'll just call this Kevin's organ. And I'll create a new folder and this I'll call samples. So I'll place this here. So it just has A0. I'm going to rename the folder. I'll call it A_Prestant Principle 8. So nice. Now when we open the folder, you can see it has just up to 93. So it gets to the A, but we want to get all the way to C, so we're missing 3 notes. So what we're going to do is actually open up Audacity. I don't know, Audacity is a free download. I don't have data now. I would have shown how to download it, but just Google search for Audacity. It's very easy, it's free, and you can download it and install. So I open Audacity. I already have it installed on my computer. Discard, yes, okay. So this is what the screen for Audacity looks like. We're going to go ahead and import an audio file. So the audio file we're going to import will be the very last one. So apps, Kevin's audio samples. So I would make a copy of this first and then paste it here. So we'll open up the copy, we'll import the copy. So now this is the copy that we've imported. Now what we want to do is transpose it from A to A sharp. So I would select all the audio clip. You press Ctrl and A to do that. And now you go to effects and then go to change pitch. That's right here. And now you can already see it's saying, okay, this is a A, we want to transpose it to a B flat, and we'll say okay. Or we can even preview it. So that's a B flat, B flat. So it's already transposed it up for us. Usually with stuff like this, when we start working with the audio API, we'll be able to do all this stuff very, very easily. So I'm just going to export this from Audacity. I'll export it as a WAV file, and instead we'll now save this as 94.wav. Oh, sorry, wrong folder. Library, documents, apps, Kevin's or Girl samples, principal 8, and then 94.wav save. Fantastic. And then next we have to transpose that B flat to B. So again, everything is still selected. It's deselected now. To select again, Control A, and then we go to effects again and change pitch right there, and then you see it's already saying this is a B flat, and we can move it to A. We can move it down, we can change it. In fact, like I was saying, with the web audio API, I can do all of this in code without having to come to Audacity. So just like Upwork does also, we can do it in code. But since we're not going to be working with the web audio API, we're just going to do it manually this time. So we'll pitch this up to B, and then go to File, Export, Export as WAV. So now it's opened up the correct folder, and this will save as 95. So 95.wav. And then with everything still selected, we go back to effects, change pitch, and now it's going to transpose it to the C. It wants to transpose an octave higher. I guess that's what will sound right, so we'll just go with that. And then we export again as WAV. So this time we export as 96. So now if we were to come back to our folder, this is the copy we did. I'm going to delete that, we don't need it. So now this is A. I'll play that quickly. And then the B we just generated. This is the B rather. And then next is the C. So next thing I'm going to do is, I always like to have all my files come in as integers, so 36, 37, 38 instead of this 0, 36-C. Now in code I can use regular expressions to change this, so I wouldn't have to manually change it like I'm going to do now. But regular expressions are a bit complicated, and I just don't want to disturb anybody with complicated stuff, so I'm just going to do it manually. So you just click on each node, click on F2, and I can select everything and just put 36. Now the reason I'm doing this is because MIDI for the lowest C is 36. It comes in as 36, not 036 or 036-C. It just comes in as 36. So it's very easy for me to say when somebody presses C, or invariably when it gets note on with value of 36, play note of 36. You'll get it once we start the coding. So right now I'm just going to change the values for everything to integers. 38, 39, and so on. You change everything just like that. So I had already done that, and I did that in the one I built here. So these are the samples, and if I open the principal 8 attack, you can see 36, 37 all the way down to 96. So this will be the very first part of the lesson. I want to keep all these videos short. I don't want them to be too long. I just want people to follow and do exactly as I'm doing. So by the time you are done, you should have all the stops you want, just the attack. So the A0 is what you want to copy, and just give it a name with maybe this convention A underscore and all of the other notes. All right guys, so this is Adeboye. This is our first lesson preparing the samples. I hope this is very understandable. I'll explain if it's not. Drop a comment down below. Let me know if you have any problems. Next, I'll start to set up Visual Studio Code so we can actually start to program the interface and actually design this organ. Thank you guys. All right, signing off from Lagos, Nigeria, Deboye Thompson. Bye-bye.